Hey everybody, Rick here from Game Trade Media, coming to you live from the showroom floor here at Origins Game Fair 2018. I've got Bruce from North Star Games, who you've probably seen us on a lot of videos here recently, because we have been doing a lot of cool content around the North Star Game IPs and properties and stuff. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
What did you bring us today there, Bruce?
So one of the things that we've actually talked about, we're really happy that GTM was able to help us put the how to play video for this together.
Right.
Because normally we make what I think are, and I hope you agree, fine games.
They are fine games, indeed.
But often we have problems like getting how to play videos out and that
Sure.
kind of stuff. So this is the first time before the release here. Woo! Sorry, I just...
They rolled a 20.
It's live. We're
Critical
live
hit.
here, folks. So we want to be happy for others. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But we actually had the gameplay video and the how to play video for this out before we got this out here at Origins. This is Warsaw City of Ruins. If you haven't heard about it, when Grana made it, they called it Capital.
Capital.
Because that is the capital of Poland, so it made sense there.
Right.
Bringing it to the U.S., we changed the name because we feel like the U.S. market needs to know that this is about Warsaw. Additionally, the game is so about Warsaw.
It's so about Warsaw.
It is so about Warsaw. It's a tile draft game. You get a hand of 4 tiles. You draft tiles to build your city. Important differences if you've done tile laying city building games. I would say at its core it's not entirely dissimilar. You're
Right.
laying like areas next to each other. You're trying to make sure that factories are not near where people live. You want people to live near commerce. You want them to live near parks, all that great
Right.
stuff. The big differences. One, it's a 3x4 grid and you cannot make it bigger. Once you've made one of your sides 4, that's it. That's your 4 side. The other side has to go 3.
Right.
Number 2, you're allowed to overbuild. If you have a tile down and you just say, I don't like it anymore, you can pick another tile and build right over top of it. And if you take a look, they have different kind of costs on them. Like, where are we pointing the truth at here? Are we down here? Are we over here? Is this what we're doing? Are we? This is live. It's live. Okay. Oh, man, that is a beautiful shot of that tile. So if you want to play this, if you notice right here, now I'm terrified of my own fingers. Right there, there's a cost of 9 gold to lay this down. If you already had a building that was 6 gold down a tile, you could actually play this for just 3 more. You can overbuild parts of your city. So that's another unique difference about the game that's super cool. So it means even as you start to see that maybe you're trapped or you made a bad move early, you can fix it by overbuilding. Finally, Warsaw went through a couple wars.
It did. And I like on the board here how you guys represent that by these little, again, I'll just
knock it all over. Just do it.
There we go. So
we're doing it live.
See right here, the little explosions representing the conflicts of the wars that they experienced.
And what's really neat is it's literally a World War I and a World War II bomber
that
are in the explosions. Yeah, they're a little hard to see. Exactly. And they're 2 different planes.
Now I see it.
So in World War I, you're going to lose an entire part of your grid. You're going to lose 1 whole stack of tiles. World War II, you're going to lose 2 stacks of tiles. So what you have to do is you have to build knowing you're going to lose things.
Right.
So it really changes your mindset. And then once you get through World War II, you just, bam, you build for the future.
Yeah.
And it's a relieving feeling once you know you're not going to lose anything.
Right.
I mean, we played it, and the gameplay video that we did will be out sometime next week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm looking at Leona. I'm looking for that.
No, I know that it will.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It will be out next week.
Yeah.
It should have been out this past week. That's my fault. I didn't get it on YouTube.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no.
I'm missing with you, Leona. Don't get upset.
Yeah.
She's always mad.
Leona behind the camera, who is absolutely wonderful. I can't enough. Come on this side. Come on this side. No. Come over here. Are you attached? Are you physically attached to something? No, come on over. Come on over. Because here is all the magic happens because of Leona.
That's right.
And I want to thank you so much. All the cool little ads you see, like we have a really neat ad for this that's like a 30 to 60 second, like with planes moving and that is all. And I can't thank Leona enough for that.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So yeah, no, that will be out next week. That's my fault. I haven't put it up on YouTube. We were leaving for Origins, and I was like, I got to get the how to play video up. I got to, and like ran out the door. So that's entirely my fault. But that will be out next week where you actually see us play the game.
Yeah, and they'll get to see that, and they'll get to see all the mechanics. And what's really cool, what I found really cool during that play session was we all had our own strategy of how we thought we were going to win that game. I know you said that the board can only go 3x4.
Yes.
There is a card that allows it to go a little bit bigger.
Yep.
And I went with that. It's the Prudential.
Yep,
and I went with that strategy,
because
thinking that if I made a bigger gridded space, I would be able to get more points based on more volume of space used.
Exactly.
Did not work out that way.
Exactly.
Leona, as you guys will see, had a totally different strategy and did very well. and you had a totally different strategy than both of us.
Yeah, what I've seen is, in most games, mass transit seems to be very important, and I think it is for any city. Mass transit actually in real life is important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I try every game to have no mass transit at all. Everyone in my city walks, and my angry walkers have not won a game yet. Another interesting thing, as you saw with the Prudential building, the game actually has buildings that are out of Warsaw, Poland.
Right.
So they are real buildings. They are historic buildings that are in the city of Warsaw, which is super cool. Also, strategically, they eat up one of your very limited spaces to give you those abilities. Unless you have the Prudential like you did, and then you thought, oh, well, I got 16. I don't even have to think. I don't need to city plan. Just throw stuff out there. I don't know, a park, a factory, let's do it. Give me 2. and it can be effective, but it is not always. So there are a lot of different ways to get to victory in this game, which is just super cool. Such a simple rule set. It's like 4 pages to explain it, and then a bunch of pages telling you about how the tiles work and kind of their historic significance and all that kind of stuff. But a super great game. We're really excited to be able to bring this to the U.S. And while we're at it, I actually have another big announcement.
Oh.
Now, once again, I don't know, GTM viewer, how in the know you are. So I'm going to talk to you like you're super in the know, because I had to pretend like I was when they gave me the information. We are bringing Quacksalber de Quedlinburg to the U.S.
Okay.
So what that is there's the Spiel des Jahres, which is the German Game Awards. Everybody in the nerdverse worries about the German Game Awards. There are 3 levels of it. There's the kids' games, which are usually a lot of fun. I would say check those out for usually really cool dexterity games. There's the Spiel des Jahres, which is where you see games like Ticket to Ride. It's one of the most famous games to have won that award. And then there is the Kenner's Spiel des Jahres, which is the, hey nerds, here's a Spiel des Jahres for you. There are 3 games in it. One is a dice game that in German I think means That Clever Fox.
Okay.
There is Heaven and Ale. And then there is our game, Quacksalber de Quedlinburg, which is like a bag building game where you're like a quack doctor trying to make like remedies.
Okay.
And you're gambling because you need to try to make sure that you don't pull out too much of the wrong ingredients to destroy the thing that you're making.
Oh, neat.
So we are really excited to bring that to the U.S. We're going to have a copy at Gen Con to show people.
Okay.
We're going to have it for sale in all the great game stores everywhere in, we hope October.
Okay. So that could possibly be a really good Christmas gift.
It's going to be a fantastic Christmas gift. And
are you changing the name?
Yes.
Okay.
We're definitely, because it's my job. Let's just level this. It's my job to talk about this game, and I don't know that I'm saying the name right. So we'd like to make it so it kind of rolls off the American tongue. Just like, it might be the Quacksalber of Quedlinburg. It could be that simple a name change. I'm kind of presenting a little more drastic myself, that maybe we call it, I don't know, like Snake Oil, the Quacksalber of Quedlinburg.
Okay.
Because I love subtitles. That's why I like Warsaw, City of Ruins.
I love it.
So I'm hoping we do something like that. But it will definitely be coming to the U.S. It will definitely be in October.
Nice.
All the art will be familiar, everything. We're not changing that, but we might Americanize the title a little bit.
Sure.
And we're definitely going to localize all the language so that you can understand how to play, just like we did with Warsaw City of Ruins.
Perfect. Now, what are some other games that you guys are absolutely known for at North Star?
Oh, okay.
So if anybody watching is like new to watch.
Absolutely. Okay, so here are the biggies, folks. Wits and Wagers, history's most award-winning party game until Codenames wins about a dozen more awards. Say Anything, which is the fantastic game that lets you say anything. Think of any of these matchy-matchy one person judges everyone else games, but this one has a dry erase board. So if you really like Apples to Apples, it's like that, but it's more creative. Okay. If you really like Cards Against Humanity, it's like that, but you have to own what you say. You can't look at that card and it's like, that card is awful. I wouldn't think that terrible thing. You actually have to write it yourself, which I think is good. It makes it so that you take a little responsibility, and it proves that you're smart and funny, and I think that's awesome. We're also known for the strategy game Evolution, which is one of those strategy gamers out there I hope know, which is not only a game that was created by a touring Magic the Gathering player, but the science is so solid, it's been featured in the Journal of Science, the Journal of Nature, the Wall Street Journal, and there's a copy in the teaching library at Oxford. I know, right?
Cerebral.
Yeah, incredibly. But it also is a super sharp tournament game that's all about putting together combos, but it's not rule heavy. That's the big thing at North Star. We love games with deep strategy. We kind of got pegged after Wits and Wagers as a company, well, they make party games. And we do. We love party games. What we really love is a game with a small rule set that has a huge impact. And then finally, probably, I think our biggest impactful game is Happy Salmon. Yeah, that's the one that a lot of people know us for in the new games that we've put out. But we have Happy Salmon, we have Funky Chicken, we have Monster Match, Yes, Funky. Those are the 3 that are in the series now. We're going to be coming out with more. And then this might be a great time to announce, because you have a contest.
Do I?
You certainly do.
Do I have a contest?
I believe you do.
Do I have a contest with a postcard?
I believe you do with a
You think
postcard.
I should jump on that?
Yeah.
right.
Not only are we going to jump on it, we're going to give you what I'd call the one with everything.
Yeah.
Where every game that we have currently available, which may or may not include Warsaw, because I don't know if we have any more copies in the country.
Sure.
But if we do, if you get a Warsaw, I'm going to warn you, winner of this contest, if you get a Warsaw, it might be dinged up a little bit.
Okay.
But we're going to give you one everything we make. And I also have a set. I forgot to bring them because I'm the worst. A set of Monster Match dice. Monster Match is this cool game with a little pair of dice in it. We're going to give you a set of foam dice, not quite the size of mine and Rick's head, but like real close. Like at home, if you were to mount it to a large frame, it could be dice head Rick. And the good news is one of the sides has a pair of eyes, so you could just look at it and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, Rick, how was your day today? And it'd be perfect.
It would be absolutely.
That would be my response.
Exactly.
And so if you want to enter that contest, and you absolutely should if you haven't already, because we've talked about it all weekend, go to gtmgiveaway.com, and not only will you get the entire library of North Star games, but there's a lot of other amazing games being added to it every day we've been here and until the end of the month. So it's going to be a great giveaway.
We're super excited.
Yeah.
We're glad. And quite frankly, folks, we make really good games. You want to win these.
Yeah.
That's it's just I can only be honest with you. That's all I have. You want these games.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody wants to actually follow and find you guys, what social media platforms should they be directed to?
Okay, so the main 3 that we use, I'm going to say we have a little bit of action in a bunch of other places, but the main 3, on Facebook, North Star Games, on Twitter, at North Star Games, on Instagram, shockingly enough, at North Star Games.
What?
I know. It's insane. You can also come to our website, www.northstargames.com. You can find everything we talk about there. We would love for you to sign up for our email list, but I think that might be a way for people to become a part of your contest, right?
It is part of it. Yeah.
Then you know what? Don't even come to our website and do it. Win the prizes. Win the prizes. Go to the contest. Sign up there. Do it that way.
Right.
We would love to tell you about all the great stuff we have coming out, but I think you should enter the contest to do it.
I agree.
So that you can win prizes.
Yeah, prizes are always good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Bruce, for stopping by and showing us all this amazingness and talking about everything.
Thank you so much for having me here with your big crazy setup here at Origins. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
One of the things I really like about it is while we're sitting here and everybody's walking by, they watch and they wave, and there's so much joy and laughter and smiles here at this show.
Oh,
it's why I love this industry.
This is, and I would say this show specifically.
Yeah.
There's a lot to love here. There's a great food market that's just outside the doors. The Pride Parade comes right down the middle during the show. Yeah. So like if you're like, hey, I have always kind of wanted to check a Pride Parade out. You literally can check it out from your hotel on the way over to Origins and be like, you know what? A marching band comes by in rainbows playing We Are Family.
Right.
That was the best intro I could get coming into a convention. I was like, that's wonderful.
It was
like you do that, you come over, even inside the convention center here, or like, hey, we grow our food on this wall over there on part of the convention.
Right.
Like this is the hippest convention center. Like I can't believe they don't pickle their own stuff.
Right. It's like farm to market is like 75 feet close enough.
It's 75. Yeah. It's right there. We grew it on that wall. Like this is such a cool, and this is compared to some of the other shows, like especially the big one. I don't want to knock Gen Con because it's the center of the universe. But like if you would like to walk down an aisle and not be obligated to touch other human beings, you can do that here and just like walk like a person.
Yep.
You can go get a meal here, and I think there's a lot to be said for that. Now you're not going to get the new, the greatest, the baddest on the block, unless you're looking for Warsaw City of Ruins, in which case you could have gotten it here before 11:30 a.m.
Cyclical. It all comes around.
It all comes around. But this is really a great show. If you haven't come to Origins, this is one of my favorites of the year.
Yeah, it is an amazing show.
Absolutely.
And we'd like to thank all the staff of Gamma that puts it on. I know we probably haven't said that much, if at all, this weekend, but we do appreciate everything you guys doing all the things you do.
They're wonderful people. They're wonderful people, and they put on just. I'm going to assume we're PG. Just a heck of a show.
That would be
that they
great
make
assumption.
That seems like I figured the way to go.
Accurate.
It's the afternoon.
Yeah.
We're still playing in the Cartoon Network bracket. So
yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Teen Titans Go. Bruce, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Rick. I really appreciate it.
And for all of you out there, I'm Rick with Game Trade Media. See you at the game store.